Have you ever finally hit a goal, lost the weight, built a business, won the competition, and instead of feeling fulfilled, you feel empty? You told yourself, once I get there, I'll finally be happy. But then you got there, and that happiness didn't last. It slipped right through your fingers. That's what we call gold medal syndrome, and it's destroying more people than failure ever will. Welcome back to Empire, and today we're talking about why chasing goals the wrong way actually kills your joy. How ego and toxic motivation can actually make you miserable. And how to make a mindset that not only makes you successful, but deeply fulfilled. Because I've seen this in my own life and so many of my clients. People who think they're chasing something that will bring them happiness, but actually they're just running from insecurity. Here's the trap we fall in by chasing ego goals. We live in a culture obsessed with optics. We don't just want success, we want other people to see it. The abs, the money, the followers, the motivation. But here's the thing. When your goals are built on a foundation of ego, you're building a house on sand. Because the moment that validation fades, so does your sense of worth. Alfred Adler, the inspiration for the book, The Courage to Be Disliked, said, all problems are interpersonal relationship problems. And when you think about that, it's true for most of our goals. We don't just want to lose weight to feel better. We want to be seen as fit. We don't want to build a business just to grow. We want to prove that we are valuable. But then what happens when no one's watching? Who are you doing it for then? And then we get to toxic fuel. And this is why negativity burns us out. This is what Dr. K calls toxic fuel. It's a voice in your head that says, do it or you're worthless. Grind harder or you're gonna fall behind. Or don't rest, you haven't earned it. And sure, it works for a while. Negativity can push you off the couch or even push you through a session, but it's like running a car on jet fuel. It burns hot and fast for a moment and then it wrecks your engine. That's why when we set our goals this way, we can reach them, but then we crash. We'll lose the weight, we'll win the show, we'll hit the sales numbers, and instead of feeling proud, we feel exhausted and empty. We were running on fear of not achieving instead of enjoying the process of trying to achieve. Essentially, the entire journey was fueled by self-hate. You see this in Olympians all the time. They devote their entire life to one goal. And when they finally win, they fall apart. That's gold medal syndrome. It's a hollow depression process when you realize the thing that you thought would actually fix you didn't. It's not just athletes. It's business owners, it's parents, it's everyday people like me and you. Because the truth is, if your happiness depends on hitting the next goal, you're never gonna be happy. You'll just keep moving the goalpost. You'll be chasing the next dopamine hit, and the irony of that is that chase keeps you from ever actually living. Okay, now here's the tricky part. A lot of people hear this and think, okay, if I stop being hard on myself, won't I just become lazy? If I stop using shame or fear to motivate myself, won't I lose an edge? How will I be motivated? And that's the myth of toxic fuel. We believe that if we take away that metaphorical whip, we'll stop moving forward. But here's the truth. Real drive doesn't come from fear, it comes from meaning. When your goals align with your values, you don't need to be whipped into action. You're pulled into it. You don't go to the gym because you hate your body, you go because you respect it. You don't work on your business because you feel behind, you do it because you believe in what you're building. That's the shift from fear to meaning. That's what creates peace and progress. So how do we actually set goals that fuels you instead of drains you? Here's the framework that I like to teach. Who do I want to become, not what do I want to have? Focus on the type of person you want to be, disciplined, grateful, consistent. Goals should be a reflection of identity, not a substitute for it. Set process goals, not just outcome goals. Instead of saying I want to lose 30 pounds, say I want to be someone who trains 5 days a week and eats with intention. That's something you can control. And then we need to check our motive. Ask yourself, if no one could see this result, would I still want it? If your answer is no, it's probably not your goal, it's your ego's. And then build from joy, not shame. Find goals that make you feel alive. If you have to bully yourself into showing up, you're not building success, you're building resentment. And learn how to be here now. Your worth isn't waiting for you at the finish line. It's found in the process, in the showing up, in the small, quiet victories no one else sees. So if you're chasing a goal right now, ask yourself, am I doing this out of love or fear?